chemicals of mama, I'm sure I to handle now. Just a rat. Yeah. Oh, I to handle bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Oh, God.
Survivor. much success, no stress, and lots of happiness. Not gonna blast you on the radio. Not gonna lie to your family, no. Not gonna hate you in the magazines. Not gonna compromise. Not gonna diss you on the internet. I'm gonna try to be better than that. I'm better than that. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. After all of the darkness and sadness, sun comes happiness. If I'm surrounded by positive things, I can't cross I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. I'm a survivor. Some things never seem to change, and every day I stay the same. Moonlight swelling through the trees, it never seems to wane. Sometimes I feel like I'm a silhouette, like my imitation leads me towards regret. Sometimes I wish that we had never met. I'm faking every step, stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Disconnected, out of mind, I'm unaware. I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Tell me, did I see your baby laugh about that? I'm gonna bring it on like a drinking.
It's time for Lincoln Potters Baseball. Now let's potter up to the booth.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California for another exciting evening of Lincoln Potters Baseball. My name is Mark the Phantom Lowe. I'm here with Riley the Engineer, and tonight we leave Pacific Empire League play for a night to host the Petaluma-based AE Express. The Potters are coming off a road loss yesterday to the Solano Mudcats and would like a good performance to right the ship before they take a trip north this weekend for a 3-game series against PEL rival the Humboldt Crabs. Manager Tyler Robertson sending Anthony Martinez to the mound in search of his 4th win of the season, and with Riley the Engineer's help, let's take a look at the AE Express batting lineup that Anthony Martinez will face. Mason, Brown, and Cox, Bartram, Andrews, and Kircher, and rounding it out, Mendard, Nordyke, and Foster. On the mound is Lars Christensen for the AE Express, and let's turn our attention to the Potters pitcher. That is Anthony Martinez, looking for his 4th win of the season, as I just said. He is 3-0 with a 1.80 and 20 strikeouts in 10 innings, 10 walks over 20 innings, 12 hits allowed, and he will get second on the team in innings pitched and 3rd on the team in strikeouts. We just had a stirring rendition of the national anthem by somebody. I think she was from the cast of Bridgerton or something. And it was a decidedly British tint to that song, don't you think, Riley the Engineer? Which would be kind of ironic when you think about the whole history of it and everything. And it would be ironic to hear that delivered with an English accent is a little bit off. And I loved it. It was awesome. It was just kind of, slightly off the beaten track, if you know what I mean, to have that particular accent and that particular song. But I enjoyed the rendition. I thought it was very good. And it got us ready for some baseball today as the Potters taking on the AE Express, Athletic Edge Express out of Petaluma, California. A lot of Santa Rosa Junior College players, College of Marin, Sonoma State players on their roster. And they will be a non-league opponent for the Potters tonight before Lincoln hits the road and takes on Humboldt in Arcata for 3 games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Potters 6-2 in league play, 21-4 overall, and we're just about ready to get started in this one. A nice crowd out here on Thursday. It's a Thirsty Thursday from Founders Brewing Company. 16 ounces are just $5, so if that appeals to you, get out here. I'm saying, it's filling up fast. You may not be able to get in, but I'm saying that's a tremendous deal. And I would just bring a 20, get in, get your ticket, bring a 20, give it to the bartender, and just say, take care of me, brother. Martinez's first pitch is inside for a ball. Jelani Mason out of Sonoma State University, left-hand hitting center fielder, leading us off. And then Brown and Cox will be the next 2 hitters. Martinez out of Sierra College. Fastball is inside for a ball. Ball 3. My wife has already texted me about the debate. See, I can't stay away from it. I said, I'm glad I have a game and I don't have to watch it. She's sending me pictures of both of the candidates and remarking how much younger I am than both of them. And that makes me feel good because I'm not younger than many people. Mason gets the base on balls. And that'll bring up Joe Brown. Joe, the designated hitter today. Just 10 walks in 20 innings pitched for Martinez coming in, but he gives the base on balls to Mason. Brown's going to take that one, and that's in there for a strike. Anthony at 89 miles an hour with the fastball. Let's take a look after this pitch, Riley the Engineer, at the defensive alignment for your Lincoln Potters here. Behind Anthony Martinez. 0-2 1 pitch, the fastball misses outside. Let's look behind the plate and see Andrew Sloan, Hudson Brown at first, Freethy at second, Kate Parker at short, Jake Tandy at third, Eli Small out there in left field, Cole Eaton in center, and Peyton Brennan, the newcomer, the returner, is in right field. Throw over to first base, and on the first reach, Mason didn't get back, and he had to try the second one, and he makes it in under the tag of Hudson Brown. She's commenting on which of the candidates looks more alive. I don't think that's good. There's a chopper down to third base. Tandy has to wait for it to come down. Jake gets it, throws it to first, and gets him by a step. So Brown is out on a ground ball to third base. Mason moving on to second, and Mason Cox will be the hitter. Behind the plate, the Casa Grande graduate and now Santa Rosa Junior College, Mason Cox. Right-handed hitter against Martinez. Fastball in there for a strike. Once again, high 80s for Anthony Martinez. His 4th start of the season. Just a 1.80 ERA over 20 innings. Just 12 hits allowed in those 20 innings. Good lead at second by Mason. Freethy kind of bluffing over. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Andrew Sloan behind the plate. Carson, the intern, trying desperately to get back to the top spot in the intern rankings, has made me a cheat sheet today. A lot of it pertains to league play, so it won't come into play, but there's a couple of nice tidbits that he put together for me there. Swing and a miss by Mason Cox. Derek Bartram, the right fielder, is on deck, the number 4 hitter. Pertaining to Anthony Martinez, second on the team in innings pitched and third in strikeouts. Edon Perez, I believe, would probably be on top of both of those. That's in the dirt, but it's blocked by Sloan. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Mason Cox. 1 out here, top of the first, just getting underway on a Thirsty Thursday. Fans just settling in, going over to Mi Ranchito, hitting up Hobby for some quesadillas, as Riley has already done. I mean, he didn't waste any time today. 2-2 pitch on the way. Hit right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Mason's coming around third, and the ball is fumbled in center field, and Mason will score. It's an RBI for Mason Cox. It's a run scored for Jelani Mason, and it's a run on the board for the A Express. They lead this one 1-0, and Derek Bartram will be the hitter. Derek out of Novato and the College of Marin, playing in right field tonight for the Express. That sails outside, off speed pitch. One 1-0. Nick Andrews, third baseman, on deck for the Express as Cox leads at first, not a big one. Hit line drive right back up the middle again by Bartram, and that's a base hit. So 2 solid singles. Reminiscent of the way the game started against the Mudcats on Tuesday when they had 4 straight hits, 3 runs in the first inning, and Potters held them down the rest of the way and won at 5-4. Mudcats won last night down in Fairfield. Nick Andrews will be the hitter. Nick from also Santa Rosa Junior College, and he's got first and second. Still just 1 out here in the first inning. Breaking ball is a little bit too high. 1-0. Keisho Kersher, the second baseman, batting in the number 6 spot. Keisho on deck. That one's still high, so it's 2-0. That is down low for a ball. 3-0. A walk to Mason, a ground out from Brown, then consecutive singles by Cox and Bartram. And now a 3-0 count on Nick Andrews, as Potter's in trouble right away in the top of the first inning here. Outfield straightaway, medium deep. Fastball good. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Fouled back to the screen. Hits the netting, which hits our Stones Broadcast Network cameras. Very, very, very valuable pieces of merchandise, and causes a slight raise in the blood pressure of Riley the engineer. Just slight, because he really has no blood pressure. He has no pulse. His pulse rate's like 26 or something. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off down the right field line where the parking lot Potters usually hang out. I don't see any of them here tonight. 3-2 still on Nick Andrews, with Kersher to follow. Andrew Sloan behind the plate for the Potters. That is ball 4. So Andrews works the walk. He loads the bases with still just 1 out, and Keisho Kersher, the second baseman, taking to the plate out of Petaluma High School in the College of Marin.
Now batting for the Express, number 23, second baseman Keisho Archer.
So here's Karcher. 1 out, bases loaded. About the only thing going right for the Potters so far is the bounce house is really underway really well down there. Umpire's going to go out and break up the Sloan Martinez conference. Willie Preston, the great Willie Preston, filling in the time. You know, he seeks out these little nooks and crannies within the game and says a couple of happy birthdays that he gets handed constantly all night long. He throws them in. So here's Kersher. Swings and fouls that one back off the glove of Andrew Sloan. Ben Mendard, who's the first baseman, batting in the number 7 spot, waits on deck. 1 run in already for the Express. They've got the bases loaded here with just 1 out. Breaking ball's hit sharply to the right of shortstop. Backhanded, no, it's into left field for a base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to hold up the second runner, and he fell down. But fortunately, the ball came in from small in left field, so it's an RBI single. Cox scores the second run of the inning. Everybody else moves up. Kersher picks up an RBI. It's now 2-0. Bases are still loaded, and Ben Mendard, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Ben out of Enley High School in the College of Marin. Up here, and the bases are still loaded. Now it's a 2-0 ball game. Breaking ball's chopped to shortstop. Over to second for 1. They'll have to hurry to get it first on the hop, and they got him at first. A 6-4-3 double play. Parker and Freethy and Brown brings the Potters out of the inning, but the Express score 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Express 2. Potters come to bat.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Back for the bottom of the first here at McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with Riley the Engineer. Our interns today are Jason and Carson. Willie Preston, of course, to my right, doing what he always does, which is the best in the business. We have a guy named Lars Christensen out on the mound for the AE Express. He has a 2-0 lead, but he's going to have to hold it against this Potters lineup that Riley's going to show us right now. We got Brennan, who is 5 for 9 since he's come to the team. J.R. Freethy was our player of the game on Tuesday. Hudson Brown, Jake Tandy, Eli Small out in left field. Jacob Doyle has been a great hitter all season long, batting in the 6th spot. Cole Eaton, Cade Parker, and Andrew Sloan rounds it out, the catcher out of UOP. Anthony Martinez on the hill for the Potters in this one, but that's our batting lineup. It's Peyton Brennan, it's J.R. Freethy, and it's Hudson Brown against the right-hander Lars Christensen, who comes to us from Santa Rosa Junior College, as many of the AE Express players do. And he put together 3 hits and a couple of walks to put 2 runs up on the board. When Potters lucky to get out with a 6-4-3 double play, which was not the smoothest double play I've seen the Potters do. Parker underhanded it to second base, so it took a while to get there. J.R. Freethy turned and one-hopped it to first base, but it got to Hudson Brown in time, and that's what counts. So here's Peyton Brennan out of Rockland, California, and UCLA, 5 for 9 since returning to the team. A returning Potter legend. 2 runs batted in for Peyton. Left-handed hitting right fielder against Christensen. Lars, a big guy out there. Swing and a miss. 77 miles an hour on the first pitch to Peyton Brennan, and he was swinging for about 86. Hits a line drive right back up the middle, and he is 6 for 10. And on first base to start off the bottom of the first inning. That was key the other night on Tuesday after the Potters gave up 3 in the top of the first inning. Cade Parker came up and immediately drilled a triple and got him right back into it. So that got him going, and that's what Peyton Brennan has done now as he singles up the middle. Here's J.R. Freethy, our player of the game the other night, 3 for 4 with a couple of runs driven in. The second baseman batting at .342. He scored 14 runs. He's driven in 4, and he takes a breaking ball for a strike. J.R. out of Rockland, California, University of Nevada. Left-handed hitting second baseman against Christensen. Brennan with a pretty decent lead at first base. He's going. That's a line drive off the glove of the third baseman in the left field for a base hit. Peyton's going to take it all the way to third. He slides in safely. And checking it out is J.R. Freethy, but he's going to stay at first base. So it's a beautiful hit and run for the Potters. Went off the glove of Andrews at third base. Nothing much that Nick could do. It was a shot, and he's got that son basically playing with him over there at third. It was Foster out in left field that gunned it in, but since Brennan was running on the pitch, didn't have a chance to get him. And here's Hudson Brown. 288 out of the first baseman out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, and the University of Kentucky. Christensen's fastball sails high and outside. And it is 1-0. So 2 hits right off the bat, pun intended, for the Potters. And Hudson Brown with a 1-0 count. Fastball misses outside. 2-0. Jake Tandy on deck for the Potters, who are looking to get the two back they gave away in the first. Not more. There's a breaking ball, but it misses 3-0. And add a few more if possible. Sharpen the bats up for that trip up to Humboldt to take on the Crabs in a big 3-game series. About a third of the way through the Pacific Empire League season. That's ball 4. So Brown with a 4-pitch walk. Both pitchers in trouble early in this one, and with the bases loaded, nobody out. Jake Tandy, who has 4 home runs, has 27 runs batted in, and has a .455 batting average. So all very impressive for Jake. And he comes up to the plate. As Christensen with a 4-pitch walk to Brown, you think he'd want to try to get one over here. Maybe Jake can jump on one. Breaking ball, that's a good-looking pitch, but it misses outside. And low. 1 ball and no strikes. Outside again, 2-0. So Jake's sitting up here with 6 straight balls coming out of Christensen. On deck, the left fielder tonight, Eli Small. Jake takes inside. Tyler Malone, the third base coach. Mike Lavonier at first. Three and 0, and you know Jake probably has the green light if he likes it. Breaking ball in there for a strike. I mean, not what he would expected. Maybe this the right area, but not the right speed. So it's 3 and 1 on Tandy out of West Sacramento, California. And UOP. 3-1 pitches in the dirt, ball 4. So Jake will get the first run batted in for the Potters as Brennan scores. 28th run batted in for Jake Tandy. Potters have cut the lead in half, and here's Eli Small, who's just 1 for 5 on the year, just joined the team recently. I think his last time up the other night he had his base hit, so he's 1 for his last 1, which is more important. We will take a look at the defensive alignment for the Express right after this pitch if we can. It sails outside for a ball. Let's take a look at it. Foster, Mason, and Bartram in the outfield. Andrews, Nordyke, Kirscher, and Mendard in the infield. Cox behind the plate and Christensen on the mound. And Cox has gone out to talk to Christensen. And they are through talking, so coming back is Mason Cox getting behind the plate. No outs so far here in the first inning. Single, walk. And here's Eli. Big chopper out towards shortstop. They're going to go to second for 1. To first, no, it's mishandled at second. They're going to say it's on the transfer, but it's a tie as Freethy scores. Hudson Brown moves over to third. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Eli Small. Dandy's erased at second base, so the Potters have knotted up the score. They still have first and third and just 1 out, and here's Jacob Doyle. 357 for Jacob Doyle. 3 home runs and 15 batted in. And he's hit a couple of loud foul balls in the last couple of games. Takes that one and is in there for a strike. The breaking ball again from Christensen. So Small's over at first. At third is Hudson Brown. Another breaking ball, and that's popped up. So quickly 0-2 on Doyle. Cole Eaton, the center fielder, to follow. Cole Eaton and Eli Small, both from Elkhorn, Nebraska. Believe it or not. I don't know why you wouldn't believe it. Hard grounder to short, picked up at short, second for 1 to first, and it gets by first base. And the Potters will take the lead. Hudson Brown scoring the third run of the inning. Doyle on the fielder's choice will get an RBI. Small is erased at second base. So 2 outs. A runner at first base, and Eaton will be the hitter. That was a grounder at to Nordyke at short. They kind of handcuffed him. He dropped his glove but picked the ball up, flipped it to second to Kirscher. The throw went by at first base, and Doyle was safe. Would have been a very close play anyway. And here's Cole Eaton at 265 with a home run and 18 runs batted in. Cole takes that one. Ball gets away, but not far enough from Mason Cox that Doyle could see where it went and try to go out for second base. So a couple of fielder's choices and a walker, the way the Potters have their 3 runs batted in. Brennan and Freethy started the inning off with base hits, and they have scored. That is on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 on Cole. Hit down the right field line. That's a tough play for Bartram if it stays fair, and it is. Did he make the catch in the bullpen? No, he did not, but it was a good try. He got right to the mound of the bullpen. That's a really tough place to chase down a fly ball. Got a glove on it, couldn't hold on to it, so Eaton will get another chance. That's a really tough play from right field. You're running kind of toward the sun, and you've got the bullpen right there, and you've got the mound right there. So we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Cole. Cade Parker, the shortstop, the number 8 hitter on the on-deck circle. Potters have scored 3 times to take a 3-2 lead here in a very eventful first inning for the second game in a row here at McBean Stadium. Swing and a miss, and Eaton is out on strikes. So 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the top of the second. Potters 3, Express 2. Top of the second inning, Anthony Martinez left the mound. He was down 2-0. Now he's ahead 3-2. He'll come out for his second inning work. Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. He'll face Tyler Nordyke, then Dorian Foster, and then the top of the order, Jelani Mason, who got a walk his first time. Martinez, as we said, 3-0 on the season, and with a 1.80 ERA. He's throwing to Andrew Sloan as his Potters teammates went out and got him 3 runs right back. Brennan and Freethy started it off with a couple of base hits and a couple of walks, a couple of fielders' choices, and that's where we stand, 3-2. On Thirsty Thursday, Founders Brewing Company behind that, $5 for a 16-ounce, which, again, that's a really good deal. I'm just telling you. Just drop a 20 over at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden and say, hey, just keep giving me one. Bring me one every 2 innings, and I'll be good. 1, 2. Yeah, that could work. So here's Tyler Nordyke, the shortstop, to start us off. Tyler out of Windsor High School and Santa Rosa Junior College, right-handed hitter. Start off the top of the second inning. In front of a very nice crowd out here, and he'll take a strike. Martinez right there in the upper 80s at 88 miles an hour. Very convivial crowd. There's Piper. Did Piper do his race already? No, not yet. Oh, that's this inning, isn't it? Breaking ball's in there for a strike, 0-2. So he's not burdened down with the memories of all those losses. Although he did win on his birthday. There was a photo finish, though. Grounder foul. Back to the screen. He's come up with some really innovative ways to lose. You know, between the hamstrings and all that stuff. But one time he was talking to the third baseman and forgot the race was going. One time he just didn't go. Breaking down to third base. It's handled by Tandy. Drops it, picks it up. He's going to have to gun it across the diamond, and he got him at first base. Jake stayed with it, made the long throw, and retired Nordyke by a half a step over at first. And that'll bring up Dorian Foster, the left fielder. Oh, I guess Tyler was the Dueling Dogs batter. I didn't know that. That would have meant that had he struck out, it would have been half off Dueling Dogs. But you're already getting $5 for a 16-ounce Founder, so that's too much of a good thing for Potter fans. But, you know, go ahead. Foster, left-handed hitter. Takes a fastball and he takes it outside. Dorian out of the College of Marin. Hitting in the number 9 spot. Pops that one up left side. Shielding his eyes is small, but it's going to go out of play. Over by the obstacle course, bounce house, I guess is what they're calling it. It's a very popular item over there. If you bring the youngsters to the game, just head down third baseline as soon as you walk in the gates. Chopper down at first and it's foul. You're going to have a problem, though, because you're going to want to stop right away at Fat Cat with Bill. And then if you cut into that alleyway, or what is that called down there? Just cut in. Just cut through. When you cut through, you're going to see Hobby and Mi Ranchito. So I don't know that you can get by both of those, Fat Cat and Hobby, and not buy something to eat. And then you can get the kids down to the third base line and get them down to the obstacle course. So it's fraught with peril. That's hit well to center field. Eaton on his horse. Goes back, still going back. He's not going to get there. That's going to one-hop the fence. Foster's going to go into second. He's going to go to third. The ball is coming all the way through to Hudson Brown, and Foster has himself a triple with one out here in the second. And boy, he hit that ball so hard. If Eaton can't catch up with it, it can't be caught up with. And Foster just kept on going. Hit second. The ball went through about 2 cutoff men before Hudson Brown finally picked it up. His throw too late. So here's Mason with a chance to tie this game. As a tying run 90 feet away. Jelani walked his first time up. Down low for a ball. 4th hit of the game already for the Express. As they got here late. They were in traffic, but they brought the bats with them out of the Engineer. So far anyway. Fastball, that is a strike. 1-1. You go straight, you got Fat Cat, you take a right, you got Javi. Then if you finally make it out toward the field, then take another left and you go right down to the obstacle course. There's a grounder out towards second. That'll score the run, picked up by J.R. Freethy. And out at first is Mason. He'll get himself an RBI. And this game is tied at 3. 2 outs in the inning. It'll bring up Joe Brown, the DH. Of course, then if you go to the right side, Riley, as you point out, you got to get by the shaved ice right away. If you get by the shaved ice, then you cut over the field. Then you go straight down the first base line. Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden. Popped out of play, which is like it's happening down there. And then you go out to the kiln area. But you go third, you go first. It doesn't matter. There's stuff to eat. There's stuff to drink. There's stuff to do on both sides. Breaking ball inside corner. Brown's down in the count 0-2. 3 runs on 4 hits so far for the AE Express. Swung on a missed, and they're breaking balls. First strikeout for Anthony Martinez. Express score 1, so we go to the bottom of the second. We're all tied at 3.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of this race. Piper is down cheating to try to win. I think the pressure's gotten to him, but no, he thinks better of it at the end. Piper with a very unusual race as he started at home plate with his 5 contestants today, and now he's he's hurt himself. But he started at home plate, ran till second base. He was in 3rd place and said, no, I'm going to cut across to win this thing. Then I think he got an attack of conscience right before he got to home plate, and he pulled off and let the I don't know if that was Riley or Austin or whoever that was out there. A lot of cool names for these kids today, but one of them was the winner, and we hope it was Riley for Riley the Engineer. Lars Christensen had to wait for that debacle to subside, and so he is now throwing his warm-up tosses as he is even in the game, 3-3, as both teams have shown some offense today. The Potters have 3 runs on 2 hits. The Express has 3 runs on 4 hits. Potter's got a couple of base on balls back in the bottom of the first. Cade Parker will start us off, then Andrew Sloan and Peyton Brennan, 8-9-1 for the Potters. Cade at 261 has 3 big flies and 13 runs batted in, including a grand slam home run on the season. So Cade's had some memorable moments out of Panama City Beach, Florida, and Georgia Southern University. against Christensen, who hails from Annalee High School, Annalee of Sebastopol, and Santa Rosa Junior College. Mason Cox guns it down to second base to the short second baseman Kersher, and we are ready to go here in the bottom of the second. Here's Don from the Parking Lot Potters. He finally made it in. I still haven't talked to him since he was going to help me out and signal me from down there what if the ball was really a ball or a strike. He broached that idea to me a couple of games ago, and I haven't spoken to him since. After I said, yeah, that's a great idea. Grounder foul by Cade Parker. He said, look, I'm sitting in the front row. I can see if it's a ball or strike. These guys are terrible. You know, remember, he's just a fan now. He is not affiliated with the organization. He said, I can help you out. I'll signal you. That's a ball. I'll signal you whether it's a ball or a strike. And then he showed me a signal, which was quite outlandish. And then every time I looked down there the rest of the game, he was doing something else. Never helped me. I was a little disappointed. I wanted to use his expertise and his point of view, his perspective. Nope. Sorry. Not paying attention. Got things to do, got people to talk to, and he talks to other people all 9 innings long. He's got lots of buddies down there. Outside for a ball from the Parking Lot Potters. TJ, I believe, is one of them. And just people streaming by to pay their respects the entire game. Cade hits it in the left field. Coming on is Foster, and he makes the catch about shoulder height for the first out. Fighting the sun out there. Always tough for a new left fielder. 1 out, and Andrew Sloan's the hitter. Batting in the 9th spot today, Andrew, 243. 7 runs batted in out of Carmichael, California, and University of Pacific down in Stockton down there. Right-handed catcher. Takes that one in the dirt. Blocked by Cox behind the plate. 3-3, bottom of the second here. Kind of just getting underway. Fans kind of settling into their seats. A really good crowd out here on a Thursday night. Of course, it is Thirsty Thursday. And a lot of 16-ounce Founders Brewing Company product is making its way back to the stands. Just $5. What a deal. Even Riley. Hey, well, that's a good deal. That's in there for a strike 1 and 2. He's not a big beer drinker. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hanging that on the kid, but it's just I don't drink beer, but that's a deal. I don't know if it's good enough to start, you know, for a bargain. I don't think you should. Sloan takes a ball, 2 and 2. You're thinking about it, okay. It's such a good deal, you have to think, maybe I should go down there. I mean, I got a fiver. Used to call it a fin. I got a fin. So 3 and 2. I think it was a fin. Back in the day. Piper, fresh off his attack of conscience. Looks none the worse for wear, though. That guy does bounce back very quickly. Sloan takes outside. A good at bat for Andrew. He gets the base on balls. He'll go down to first base with 1 out and bring up the top of the order. Mr. Peyton Brennan, who is, since he returned to the Potters fold just a couple of days ago, he is 6 for 10. He scored a run back in the first inning after singling. Right back up the middle off Christensen. Started off the Potters rally that allowed them to take the lead momentarily. We are now tied at 3. So Sloan down at first base. Andrews playing up at third base in case Peyton's going to drop one off. But Peyton says, no, I'm going to just take ball 1, if you don't mind. If that's okay with you. Kersher plays very close to second base against the left-hand hitter. So there's a wide area right there at traditional second base. Of course, Peyton hit it right back up the middle last time. And he takes that one outside. So maybe that's what Keisho is playing for. The old chocolate sundae in the batting helmet. I know you do love that, Riley the engineer. Peyton hits a grounder right in that open spot, and that's into right field for a base hit. So nicely done. Peyton, thanks for listening to me. And he chopped it right into the open area. He's got his second hit of the day. He is now 7 for 11, which is good, by the way. And Andrew Sloan moving to second base. And so Potters have 2 on with 1 out. And here's J.R. Freethy, who was 3 for 4 the other night and 1 for 1 today. So J.R. stepping in here with the runners at first and second. That is the 3rd hit for the Potters. Also been the beneficiary of 3 base on balls. There's a grounder to second. It's a hit slowly. They're going to have to go to first to get J.R., and they do just by a half step. Kersher has to really let loose on the throw. So JR's out at first base. Runners move up to second and third. So Hudson Brown comes up with 2 outs, but he comes up with 2 runners in scoring position here. Hudson with a home run and 14 runs batted in. Out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, in the University of Kentucky. He walked his first time up, scored a run back in the first inning. Takes inside. Nice block by Cox. Maybe keeping Sloan at third base. Andrew was thinking about it, but Cox kept the ball in front of him, so it's 1-0. Hudson takes outside for a ball. 2-0. Jake Tandy to follow. Yeah, I tell you, Riley, those Sundays in the batting helmet look really good today. It's a very good day for it. You should get one. Outside. 3-0. Yeah, they just look refreshing today. I mean, they're always refreshing, but they look particularly refreshing today. Piper taking selfies with adoring fans. 3-0 pitch. That's in the dirt, blocked again by Cox, but Hudson hasn't had to do much in the way of hitting today. He walked for the second time. Here's Jake Tandy, who walked his last time, picked up an RBI, and if he walks, he'll pick up another one as the bases are loaded here in the second inning. No activity that we can see in either bullpen, as both pitchers have struggled to start this game. That is walk number 4 by Christensen, mixed in with 3 Potter's base hits. Over the first inning and 2/3, here's Tandy. Jake takes high on the fastball. 1-0. Jake 4 home runs, now 28 runs batted in. Takes that one for a strike. Evens it up at 1-1. Is that a good fan rally? If you have your phone in one hand, you're talking, and you're carrying a food item in your other hand, that's pretty good, right? No, you don't like that. He doesn't like that at all. High fly ball center field. Mason calling for it. He'll make the catch, and the Potters are off the board here in the second. We go to the top of the third. We're both tied at 3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Right in the middle of the put the sponge in the water bucket and go squeeze it in the other bucket on the head of your teammate game, which is this is the first time we've used it with actual fans. I think it's a softball team who's out there tonight, and they are really going back and forth quickly, but there's not a lot of can you tell, Riley, if there's a lot of progress being made? A lot of the water seems to be coming out of the sponge on the way to their destination. And, we're going to have a winner. Okay, I have no idea what happened. The same thing as what happened. Lauren explained it to me, Lauren, the intern. She explained it to me last time they were doing it. I didn't get it then. And we do have a winner, and that's all that matters, though, in America. As long as you have a winner, and as long as you can complain about the results. As long as we can do those two things, we are golden. Mason Cox will start us off in the top of the third. Anthony Martinez out for his 3rd inning of work. 3 runs on 4 hits. He has 1 strikeout. He has walked 1. Cox singled in a run his first time up, right back up the middle. The catcher coming out of Santa Rosa Junior College. Takes outside, so it's 1-0. And that's one of my favorite sides is the Mammoth shaved ice. It's got to be the jumbo size. You have to have two hands to carry it. Chopper, and that is foul down the third baseline. Well, now it is. It hit fair. I don't know if it was off Mason's foot. He seemed to think it was, and so that's good enough for me. He's never lied to me before. 1 ball and 1 strike. Potters in their orange today. Sharply out to shortstop. Big hop up there for Parker across the diamond, and he got him at first base. 1 out here in the third, and Derek Bartram, who singled back in the first inning as well, he'll be the hitter. The College of Marin, and Novato comes to us from Novato High School. Right-handed hitter playing out in right field for the Express. Breaking ball, did it catch the inside corner? No, it did not, Phantom. It's ball 1, 1-0. Good crowd. I love this crowd out here just hanging out. We got cheerleaders too. I think it might be 12 Bridges night. That's in there for a strike. Willie said something about it earlier, but I haven't seen anything. But we got some cheerleaders, and I think they're the 12 Bridges Raging Rhinos cheerleaders. Another breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. So we'll probably get a performance in our next half inning. That's popped up foul down the left field line as Martinez tried to come in with a third straight breaking ball, and Bartram wasn't about to let it happen, so he fouled it away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the third. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase that one. Second strikeout for Anthony Martinez, and with 2 outs here in the third. Nick Andrews will be the hitter. The third baseman got a walk his first time up. Also from Santa Rosa Junior College, the Bear Cubs. Tremendous Big 8 conference program in community college baseball. He takes a breaking ball, and that's on the outside corner. So Martinez locating the off-speed stuff very well here in the third inning. He's got 2 outs, and he's got a strike on Nick Andrews. Throws it again and gets it again. So let's see if Andrews is expecting it here at the 0-2, or else Anthony tries to throw the fastball by him. Breaking ball just misses. So he's feeling pretty comfortable with that pitch right now. 1-2 on Andrews. That one did not go where he wanted to. It actually hit Andrews, so he will go down to first base. Painful, but bails him out of a 1-2 situation, and he is at first base. And Keisho Kersher will be the hitter. He singled back in the first inning, got himself an RBI on a single. Out of the College of Marin. Andrews bluff like he's going to go, and an outside fastball makes it 1-0. He didn't bluff very far, but bluff nonetheless. Short lead at first base. Chop foul by Karcher. One ball and 1 strike. Ben Mendard, the first baseman, the on-deck hitter. Kersher with an RBI single the first. Now he's going to step out because his third base coach was really going through a lot of signs down there, and he wanted attention. He wanted to be paid attention to. So let's see if there's something going on after all that for the Express. 1-1 pitch from Martinez, and he throws it over to first base. Not in time. Try to do it 1-1 again. Another bluff. The breaking ball's down low, 2-1. Potters going to be on the road after today. They go up to Humboldt to take on the Crabs in a 3-game series, and they're back here next Tuesday at 6:35 against the Chico Nuts. The Chico Nuts are in town. Popped up infield. It could be the shortstop Parker's fighting the sun. He'll call it, and he'll make the catch for the out. So a good inning from Martinez, allowed just the hit batter. We go to the bottom of the third. We're all tied at 3. Bottom of inning number 3 from McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe. That is Riley the Engineer, and we've got a 3-3 ball game as the Potters come up against Lars Christensen for his 3rd inning of work. It'll be Eli Small, it'll be Jacob Doyle, and it'll be Cole Eaton. The first 3 hitters for the Potters, 5, 6, and 7 in the Potters lineup. Ball goes down to second base, and we are just about ready to go here in the bottom of the 3rd. Eli Small, who drove in a run with a fielder's choice back in the 1st inning. So he is 1 for 6, but he has a run batted in out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. And the University of Kentucky. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Lars Christensen, who misses outside with a breaking ball. Some stirring in the Potters bullpen. Nothing going on for the Express right now. Check swing by Eli. I don't think he went, so let's don't even ask anybody. 2-0. That looked good, but it was a little bit too high. 3-0. On the inside corner for a strike, 3-1. Small opening up the bottom of the 3rd inning in a 3-3 ball game. Takes ball 4. 5th walk given up by Christensen. And it'll bring up Jacob Doyle, who hit into a fielder's choice, got himself an RBI back in the 1st inning as the Express tried to turn 2 on a ground ball to shortstop and just couldn't get it done. So the Potters scored their 3rd run of the inning. So Doyle now 16 runs batted in. And he's got Small over at first base. Ground down to 3rd. Backhanded, beautiful play by Andrews. He's going to go to second for 1 to first. They didn't get him at first base. Nice backhand by Andrews at 3rd base and got it over to Kersher at second for the force out. So it's another fielder's choice for Doyle. He's at first base. And with 1 out, Cole Eaton, who struck out his first time up, will be the hitter. Also from Elkhorn, Nebraska. Hitting .265 on the summer with a home run and 18 runs batted in. There goes the runner. The throw to second by Cox is going to be just a little bit too late, and the ball rolls away at second. And Doyle steals the base, puts himself in scoring position for Cole Eaton. 1 ball and no strikes on Cole. Andrews, Nordyke, Kersher, and Mendard on the infield for the Express. Foster, Mason, and Bartram in the outfield. Breaking ball inside for a ball. Chop foul back to the screen. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Cole Eaton. That is a fastball in the outside corner, 2-2. So it looks like Mario Zarco warming up for the Express. Eaton hits a pop-up, short center field. The second baseman, Karcher's calling for it. He'll make the catch for the second out. Mario Zarco out of Hawaii Pacific University. He is loosening up for the Express. Here's Cade Parker, who flied to left his first time up. He is 0 for 1 and 261 on the season. Cade with 3 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Takes a fastball outside. I think we have a balk called on by the base umpire, as Christensen don't think he came to a full stop. So going to third will be Doyle. 90 feet away from putting the Potters on top of this one. This pitch is no pitch. That fastball is outside. Got some cowbells out there. I hadn't heard them until just now, but they're out there. Stand up and be counted, cowbell people. There's fouled off the top of the screen there. So it evens the count 1-1 on Cade. Breaking ball stays high, so it's 2-1. Doyle at third. 2-1 pitch. Hit high in the air to left field. Foster's going back. Still going back. He is going to watch it go over the wall. It's a 2-run home run for Cade Parker, and the Potters are back on top at 5-3. So Potter scored 2 runs on 1 hit again as Parker didn't look like he got all of it, but he got enough of it. Foster just ran out of room in left field, and Cade has his 4th home run of the season and now totals 15 runs batted in, and the Potters lead at 5-3 with Andrew Sloan coming to the plate. Sloan walked his first time up back in the second inning. 325 feet on that one, 91 miles an hour off the bat for Cade Parker. Sloan takes a breaking ball and it's high. 1 ball and no strikes. Takes that one outside, so it's 2-0 quickly on Andrew Sloan from Carmichael, California, University of the Pacific. Not in Carmichael, but that's where he's from, and then he goes to, you know what I mean. It's a line drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Foster's going over to cut it off. He will. Sloan round spurts. He's going to go for 2. The throw comes in on a hop. Sloan is in there. He's going to double with 2 outs here in the third. He was going double all the way, and Foster got on it quickly. He made a strong throw, but it took a big hop, and Andrew Sloan slides in there. Second hit of the inning for the Potters, 5th of the game, and here is Peyton Brennan, who has singled and singled. 7 for 11 since he joined the Potters. He scored a run back in the first inning, and he's got Sloan at second base. Peyton takes outside for a ball. 1-0. Andrew Sloan at 243 coming in. Brennan takes outside again. It's 2-0. J.R. Freethy on deck if Peyton can keep it going here for the Potters in the third. They got the 2-run home run from Cade Parker. to lead it 5-3. Peyton takes outside, 3-0. Potters 21-4 on the season, 6-2 in PEL play. They return to PEL action tomorrow night against the Crabs. That's fouled off on the 3-0 pitch, 3-1. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up at Humboldt. They're back next Tuesday taking on the Chico Nuts, and then on Thursday, of course, the 4th of July. It's actually a PEL game against the West Coast Kings. And I think that's probably sold out. Swing and a miss, 3-2. But then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's the Tigers into town. California Tigers. Tickets available, LincolnPotters.com. Saturday is a fireworks, so 2 fireworks in 3 nights here at McBean Stadium. Brennan takes outside, ball 4. Going to be joined on Saturday on the call by the great Tom Maley, Hall of Fame broadcaster from KNCI 105.1, part of the Pat and Tom Show for over 30 years. Tom came out last year. We had a great time, so he's going to return on Saturday night. He thought about coming out on the 4th of July. I told him it probably wasn't a good idea. I said, it's a little crazy out here. You don't know Lincoln, man. It's crazy. It's nuts, Tom. So he's going to come on Saturday. Here's JR. Breathy takes a breaking ball, bends in there for a strike. So that'll be a 6:05 on Thursday and on Saturday, 6:35 on Friday. JR 342 hits that one down to third, handled by Andrews. It's going to go across the diamond and gets him at first by just a half step. So the Potters score 2 on the Parker home run. We go to the 4th. They lead at 5-3.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar, said,
being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Top of the 4th inning, Potters got the lead 5-3. We just witnessed a tremendous performance by the 12 Bridges High School cheerleaders, and so everybody's in a festive mood here as the ball goes down to second base from Andrew Sloan. And Ben Mendard gets ready to come up to the plate. He's followed by Tyler Nordyke and Dorian Foster. 7, 8, and 9 for AE Express. So here's Mendard, who hit into a double play his first time up. Lifts that one right side out of play. Breaking ball. Anthony Martinez out for his 4th inning of work. Mendard ended the first inning with a 6-4-3 double play. Not the smoothest the Potters have turned, but a very timely one nonetheless. Mendard hits a grounder out to shortstop. Parker rounds up on it, throws it on the run to first base. Throws the ball on the run as well as anybody. Running to his right, he gets him at first base by a step. Going to bring up Tyler Nordyke, who I believe is the dueling dogs batter. So if he were to strike out, then that's half off dueling dogs for the rest of the inning. We've already got $5 on the 16-ounce pounders. Next inning, we have the Farmers' fifth inning. So if the first batter in the fifth inning gets out, they got half off of Farmers. Again, Riley, the engineer, it's almost too much for a man. You need to maybe start drinking because the bargains is just too good for you not to. You say, I had to start drinking. It was too good of a bargain. The deals were too good. Nordyke grounded to third his last time up, so he is 0 for 1. Takes a fastball right down the middle. We're 1/3 of the way there. The umpire is going to yell down at something down the first base line. I don't think he's yelling at the barking dogs. I think he's trying to move the Potters back on the first base line. It's not, we're 1/3 of the way there. But if there was, it would be a tremendous song, Living on a Prayer, to get ourselves half off dueling dog. That is down. 1-1. A fan trying to yell out at Willie because the scoreboard is wrong. And yes, of course it's wrong. It's on. Outside for a ball, 2-1. The Express scored 2 in the first and 1 in the second, and it shows them with no runs. And so that has to be resolved. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. 2-2. And the barking intensifies as more half-off beer sits beyond their grasp. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the crowd goes wild, except for the guy who's carrying 2 beers up here because he went down too early. Although if he did Founders, he got 50% off anyway. It's getting to boggle the mind, Riley. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Dorian Foster, who spanked a triple to deep center field his first time up and scored. So Dorian is 1 for 1. Out of College of Marin. Breaking ball strike. One of the cheerleaders walking up the steps to sit down. She looks very winded. She put it all out there. Foster shows bunt, pulls it back. It's outside, 1-1. And there's there's 3 patrons who have beers in their hand, and yet they're going down to take advantage. Riley, see, that's the kind of dedication you'll have when you become a beer drinker. Outside again. They go, that's just too good to pass up. We've got one special already. We've got another special now. So we'll do the dueling dogs, then we'll come back from a Founders later on. Line drive up the middle into center field for a base hit right in front of Cole Eaton. So Foster has hit the ball very well both times. He is 2 for 2. He's got 2 of the 5 hits for the Express. And here's Jelani Mason, who was walked and grounded to second. Jelani out of Sonoma State University walked and scored in the first, then scored a run, or drove in a run on a ground out in the second. So he's 0 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI, and Foster with a very good lead at first base. Martinez noticed it as well, and they threw it over. I thought might have a chance at him, but Hudson's brown tag was a little bit tardy. So top of the order, Jelani Mason out in center field today. Foster's on his way. Throw to second base by Sloan is a little too high and a lot too late. As Foster comfortably slides in, he is in scoring position. Trying to cut into the Potters' 2-run lead here in the top of the 4th. 1 ball and no strikes on Mason. Breaking ball, caught the outside corner, 1-1. Top of the 4th inning. Potters lead at 5-3. Grounder out towards short, big hop for Parker. He stabs it over to first for the out. So Martinez gives up a hit, but no runs. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Potters still on top, 5-3.
Astro Air Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Potters lead at 5-3. We got a new pitcher. It's Mario Zarco out of Hawaii Pacific University. The right-hander will come on to face 3, 4, and 5 in the Potters batting order. Hudson Brown, Jake Tandy, and Eli Small here. Hudson Brown's been up twice. He has walked twice. He has scored once. He has an average of .288 and would like to get something he could swing at, if you don't mind. That one is high for a ball, 1-0. Zarco from Petaluma High School and Hawaii Pacific University. Second pitcher, Lars Christensen, went the first 3 innings. That's a strike. 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout for Christensen. 1-1 on Brown. High fastball, 2-1. Jake Tandy to follow, then Eli Small. Potters with a little activity in their own bullpen as Martinez has got through 4 innings. Outside, 3-1 to Hudson Brown. Just in the stretching stage right now, though. I might let Anthony go for the 5th inning. Did a really good job in the 4th. Brown takes ball 4. So he is getting accustomed to free passes. He's got 3 of them today, and he's at first base with Jake Tandy coming to play. Jake walked his first time up and flied to center his second time up. Got an RBI on the walk to give him 28 on the season to go with 4 home runs, which now is tied for the team lead as Cade Parker got his 4th home run today. Tandy takes outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Potter fans, pretty shrewd business people. They're taking advantage of all the specials down there at the Brick and Barrel. The line is lengthy. Line drive foul over by the grassy knoll. 1 hop try and does not make the play. It's tough to catch that one with the beer in your hand, sir, but you do you. The grassy knoll people are a different lot. They're a different group, and they do things their own way. Tandy takes the fastball and he takes it high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brown at first base. He opened the inning with the base on balls. Jake hits it high in the air to right field. Bartram going back a little bit, now circles around and makes the catch. So Tandy is retired on a fly out to right. 1 out, and here's Eli Small, who's had a fielder's choice back in the first, who picked up an RBI and then walked in the third. So Eli 0 for 1 with his first run batted in of the summer. Also from Elkhorn, Nebraska. University of Kentucky for Eli Small. Fastball's in there for a strike. Over to first base. Mendard over there just keeping that one from going down the right field line. Not trying to tag Hudson Brown. Swing and a miss by Small. 0-2. Line drive left center field. That is going to drop. Diving try is not going to get it. Brown's at second. He's going to go to third. Foster picks it up. They're going to send Hudson Brown all the way around. The throw will not be made, and he will score standing up. It's an RBI double for Eli Small. He's got 2 runs batted in. The Potters now have a 6-3 lead. Perfectly placed in left center field, slicing away from Mason. And Jelani made a diving try, couldn't get it. Foster had to come all the way over from left field to pick it up, and Brown just kept on going. And the Potters have put their 6th run up on the board, and here's Jacob Doyle, who was hit into 2 fielders' choices. He has 1 RBI, and he scored 1 run. Takes a breaking ball, and it's high, 1-0. Cole Eaton to follow. Doyle, 357, picked up RBI number 16. Hits that one high up in the air. Short left field, going out as the shortstop, Nordyke. And he makes the catch as Foster kind of runs into him in short left field. So you got your shortstop going back, you got your left fielder coming in, you got the sun on both of them. And they turn into an out. So 2 outs here in the inning. Small still at second base, and here's Cole Eaton, who was struck out and popped out to second. Both of those against Christensen. Came in at 265. Cole got his first home run a couple of games ago, has 18 runs batted in. One of the top numbers on the team. JT Walden has 23, Tandy 28 now. But Cole is way up there. Parker has 15, and Doyle has 16. Hit high and deep and foul. Left field over the grassy knoll, and again, they're kind of doing their own thing over there. It rolls onto the new improved grassy knoll sidewalk area, which is an added feature. So 0-1 on Cole, also from Elkhorn, Nebraska, but he's from the University of Tennessee, the national champions, I believe. Congratulations to our pal Dylan. Down low for a ball, 1-1. So the 3 guys who got up to take advantage of the beers come back with 3 single beers. Now, Riley, that is not efficient, and it is not being good fans. They could have come back with 6 beers, and they came back with 3. Fouled off by Cole Eaton. Now, we heard the genesis of your one hand, one item with your dad told us the other day about bringing groceries in or something, and you always had to have a bag in each hand. He says that was the genesis of the whole thing. Now, maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's not where it stems from, but that's what he said. Of course, he likes to take credit. You know. There's a short blooper in the left center field going out. Nobody's going to get there, and that's going to score a run from second base. Cole Eaton with an RBI number 19, and the Potters have scored twice. They lead at 7-3. Eli Small scoring from second. Taken off with 2 outs. 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning. And here's Cade Parker, who last time up hit a 2-run home run over the left field fence. Out of Panama City Beach, Florida, Cade flied to left in the second, hit the 2-run home run in the third, his 4th of the season. Takes that outside off speed pitch, 1-0. He's followed by Andrew Sloan, hitting in the number 9 spot for Tyler Robertson in this one. Parker takes down low again. That one is ball 3. Down low, 3-0 to Cade Parker. 261 coming in, 1 for 2 tonight with that home run. 4 home runs, 15 batted in. 3-0 pitch right down the middle, 3-1. Here goes the runner, swing and a miss. And no throw as the ball gets away from Cox behind the plate. Stolen base for Cole Eaton. And a full count now on Cade Parker. Chopper down to third. Andrews has it. That's a fair ball across the diamond to first and gets him by a quarter of a step at first base. Good play by Andrews. 2 runs for the Pot as we go to the 5th. They lead 7-3.
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the 5th inning from McBean Stadium. Potters out in the lead 7-3. It'll be Joe Brown, Mason Cox, and Derek Bartram for the Express. 2, 3, and 4 gets Anthony Martinez out to get his 5th inning of work. A score from the Pacific Empire League. Bottom of the 10th inning, West Coast Kings and Solana Mudcats are tied at 3. Mudcats at home in that one, so they're in the 10th inning. So they go to the runner on second to open the inning and everything. So there's a lot of extra inning games already in the Pacific Empire League. Potters have played a couple of themselves. And another thing, we talked to you about bargains on beer and bargains on everything. Now I'm hearing stories, Riley the engineer, $5 chili cheese nachos. Where do I get those? I don't even know what stand. I didn't even listen to Willie. I heard the name. I heard the item and the price. I went crazy. I have no idea where to go. Is it that one down there? Is it over? I don't know. You can have $5 16-ounce beers, and now we got the first batter of the 5th inning, the Farmer's 5th inning. If he gets out in any way whatsoever, half off Farmers. Pair that together with a $5 chili cheese nachos. That's hit hard to left field, moving over to the left fielder and handling it on in a little bit of a crouch was Eli Small. He handled that ball very well, like a veteran left fielder. So there you go. First batter is out. You've now got $5 Farmers. You've got $5 Founders, 16-ouncers. There's just too many. And then go over there and get it. Then go over to the other side and get your chili cheese nachos. Riley's idea of chili cheese dogs, he's supposed to tell Bill at Fat Cat a long time ago. I don't think he's ever communicated that idea. That's a $1 billion idea. Because they already have the best dogs and brats anywhere, bar none. You put chili cheese on those. Oh, man. Riley, the engineer. High fastball is 1-1. Cox singled and grounded to short. So Mason is 1 for 2, scored a run back in the first inning, drove in a run back in the first inning. Breaking ball, misses the inside corner, 2-1. Fouled off again, so it is 2-2 on Mason Cox. Derek Bartram, the right fielder, to follow, the number 4 hitter. Chopped in the hole into left field for a base hit. Reached down and got the breaking ball and lined it into left field, so Mason Cox is 2 for 3. That is the 6th hit for Express, and it brings up Derek Bartram, who was singled and struck out, so he is 1 for 2. Derek out of the College of Marin. Up here with 1 on and 1 out in the top of the 5th, and his team down 7-3. Fastball's chopped out towards second base. Breathe is just going to go to first underhand and let Cox take second base. The out's more important with 2 outs now to bring up Nick Andrews, who has walked and been hit by a pitch. So Nick so far is he was down 1 ball and 2 strikes the second time. Then a breaking ball didn't break and hit him in the back. He looks none the worse for wear though. So 2 outs. He's got a runner out at second base, Mason Cox. So Zach Volker is out warming up. Returning to the Potters from the University of Iowa. He may be our next pitcher as the first pitch is in there for a strike. 86 from Anthony Martinez. That's fouled off, so it's quickly 0-2. So Raleigh, the engineer, would your early candidates for worst fans be the 3 guys who came back each with 1 beer? I mean, that goes against your basic precepts of life, that your code that you live by. Yeah, at least bring back 4, if not 6. Breaking ball follows it and it's outside, so Andrews stays alive at 1-2. Cowbells start rocking. We got $5 chili cheese nachos. We got half price on Founders. We got half price on Farmers. There's just too much going on. Bring it all up here. Chop grounder out towards short. Parker has it, gets himself set to first for the out. Another good inning from Martinez. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Potters are on top, 7-3.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Potters lead at 7-3. The dance contest is over, and it was Raining Tacos was the song, and I believe a young lady was the winner, a worthy winner down there. Piper knows how to run a dance contest, and we are ready to go here with Mario Zarco for his 2nd inning of work. He will face Andrew Sloan, then the top of the order, that is Peyton Brennan and J.R. Freethy. Andrew Sloan with a walk and a double tonight, so Andrew is 1 for 1. Hitting .243 coming in, right-handed hitting catcher out of Carmichael, California, who attends the University of the Pacific down in Stockton. So he goes from the 916 to the 209. And he takes a high fastball. 1-0. Ball 2, that is high. 2-0. Potters on the road after this one up in Humboldt. Back here next Tuesday against the Chico Nuts, 6:35 first pitch. Come on out and check it out. I don't know if I can get you more specials than I got tonight. That ball's hit down the left field line, but it's a foul. Right now I got 2 beer specials working and $5 chili cheese nachos. I don't know what else I can do, Riley the engineer. I'm trying to help the people. Now, if you're like, we had one fan come by and, he said this is his first game coming out to the park, but he watches at home all the time, and when there's beer specials here, he has beer specials at home. I hope everybody's doing that. There's a little number out towards second base. Going to be a tough play for Karsher. Picks it up, goes to first, and I think he's safe, and he is out at first base. He went for the slide. It might have set him back a little bit, but it still looked like he got there in time, and he is out at first base. And he gets a pat on the back from the umpire, which I thought was a very sporting gesture, because he's the guy who just called him out. He goes over and goes, that's all right, let me brush you off. So I hope you are doing that at home, fans. If there's specials here, have a special in your own place. Drink responsibly, of course. Here's Peyton Brennan, who has 2 singles and a walk. If you can do the chili cheese nacho part, I would do that as well at home. I would definitely do that at home. I would have been doing that already, but now you only charge yourself $5 for them. Probably a much more expensive dish, but we're throwing the specials on tonight. It's a Thursday night special. 1-1 on Brennan out of UCLA. Takes that one. Looks like a good pitch, but it's called the ball, so I must have been wrong. Definitely low. Here's a high fly ball to right field. Nobody's going to try for that one. Peyton Brennan's in the home run column. The Potters lead 8-3. Peyton Brennan, with his first home run, he now has 3 runs batted in, and that was a no-doubter to right field. I looked at Bartram in right field. He just turned around and went, okay. Went off the screen. Good thing there was a screen there, because that was definitely headed to the backyards. And I don't mean the backyard beer garden here. I mean the backyards of a house across the street past the right field fence. That would have made it across that street. That ball was crushed by Peyton Brennan. So 8-3 Potters, and here is J.R. Freethy, who is singled, grounded to second, and grounded to third. He takes a fastball in there for a strike. That one's fouled off down the left field line for JR. Came in at 342. 1 for 3 tonight. Fastball. Call strike 3. So Freethy is out on strikes. 2 outs here in the 5th inning, and here is Hudson Brown. Brown has walked, then he walked, then he walked. So he has walked 3 times, scored 2 runs. Came in at 288, and nothing's changed in that. Zarco's pitch off speed in there for a strike. 0-1 on Hudson Brown. Lines that one down the right field line, and that is a fair ball. All the way to the corner. Bartram giving chase. Brown's looking back. He's thinking about third, but he's going to have to stop at second with a solid double. Second hit of the inning for the Potters. That is their 9th hit of the game. Brown's at second. Here's Jake Tandy, who has walked, flied to center, and flied to right. Jake came in at 455, picked up his 28th RBI of the season back in the first inning on a bases-loaded walk. Right-handed third baseman against Zarco. Popped up, out of play. Oh and 1 on Jake. Off-speed pitch is lined down the left field line, foul. So it's quickly 0 and 2. Hit down to third. Andrews on the big hop across the diamond. And he has him at first by 2 steps. Potters score once on the Brennan home run. We go to the top of the 6th. They lead 8-3.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the 6th inning, Potters lead at 8-3. Zach Volker making his return. A returning Potter at the University of Iowa will be on the mound. So Anthony Martinez will sit down after 5 innings. 6 hits, 3 runs. He walked 3, he struck out 3 in search of his 4th win. He leaves with an 8-3 lead. And Volker coming in to face Kircher, Mendard, and Nordyke, 6, 7, and 8. Here in the top of the 6th inning. And I know it boggles the imagination, Raleigh, but the chili cheese nachos thing is still out there. They haven't pulled it back after a couple innings. It's still there, $5. Amazing. Mi Ranchito customers right there, coming back with a couple of plates. Got the street tacos, got the quesadilla. What else does he have down there? You must have tried everything. Fastball, ball 1. 95 from Zach Volker. From the windup, the right-hander misses with the off-speed pitch. 2-0. Zach and brother Matt playing for the Potters in seasons gone by. Chopped out towards short. Parker has it on the hop. Takes his time across the diamond. Scooped up by Hudson Brown. He's the Swiffer over there. He picks everything up. And there is one out here in the 6th inning. And Ben Mendard will be our hitter. He's grounded to short and hit into a double play. 6-4-3, so he is 0 for 2 in this one. Ben out of College of Marin. the AE Express, Athletic Edge Express out of Petaluma, California. A lot of Santa Rosa Junior College guys, a lot of local Petaluma High School players. Sliders outside for a ball. 1-0 on Mendard. Ben from Annalee in the College of Marin. Chopper out towards short. Parker's waiting for it. He's got it across the diamond. He'll have 2 outs in a row. 1 and 2. 2 outs quickly, and that'll bring up Tyler Nordyke, who is our Dueling Dogs batter. And I don't know if there's too many specials now anyway. It would just boggle the mind, Rally. We don't even mention the half-off Dueling Dogs for the remainder of the inning. He's already paid off once tonight. Tuesday, we are back here against the Chico Nuts. Now, Thursday's the 4th of July. I believe that one's already sold out, but there's a series against the California Tigers that starts the next night. Check out LincolnPotters.com and get your tickets for that one. Saturday of that series is also fireworks night. In there for a strike from Zach. 1/3 of the way toward even more. The people today, I think, Raleigh may be the most spoiled crowd in Potters for this season. I mean, come on. In the dirt for a ball, 1-1. They've already had the Dueling Dogs batter strike out once. They had the first batter in the Farmers' 5th inning strikeout. They've already got $5 on Founders Brewing Company for 16 ounces. Right back up the middle, that's a solid base hit by Nordyke. So Tyler spoils things with a base hit. First hit off Volker. 7th hit of the game for the AE Express, and that'll bring up Dorian Foster, who's been very impressive in his 2 at-bats today. A triple to center field and a line drive back up the middle. Foster is 2 for 2. He scored a run. Comes to us out of the College of Marin, Norcross High School. Before that, left-handed hitting left fielder, as the sun is not a factor anymore on the field. High fastball, 94 from Volker. 1 ball and no strikes. Potters looking for win number 22 on the season and game number 26. 6-2 in Pacific Empire League play. Took something off that, got it in for a strike. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike against the number 9 hitter, Dorian Foster. Inside for a ball, 2-1. Inside again, 3-1. Sliding back to first base is Nordyke. He thought there was going to be a throw behind him as he got a pretty good secondary lead over there. 3-1 on Foster. He's followed by the top fielder, Jelani Mason. High fastball. So Foster is on base again, the 3rd time for Dorian. He'll move Nordyke to second. A 2-out rally for the Athletic Edge Express team as they're going to bring up Jelani Mason. He has walked, grounded to second and grounded to third, or grounded to short, as Sloan goes out to talk to Volker. First 2 batters grounded out to shortstop, then a single by Nordyke, and now a walk to Foster. And here's Mason, left-hand inning center fielder out of Sonoma State University. That was very good advice yelled in from the stands. Try a pickoff, he ain't looking. As that pitch is in for a strike at 92. That was we've had some of the best heckles this year. I mean, most instructive, I mean. We had one guy call a balk when it was. That was actually fantastic. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Coming out around third. Potters are going to throw through at the plate. He is safe. Excellent throw from right field by Peyton Brennan, but just getting under the tag is Tyler Nordyke. And an RBI single for Mason. It's 8-4 now. Going all the way over to third is Dorian Foster. I didn't think Peyton Brennan had a chance at Nordyke when he let it go, but it got there on a line perfectly. Sloan puts the tag on, but Nordyke just across ahead of it for the 4th run for the Express. Here's Joe Brown. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. Joe's grounded to third, struck out, and fly to left. So the 2-out rally yields results for the Express. They are now trailing this one 8-4. Short lead at first by Mason. That one's hit high and deep to left field. Going back is Small. He looks up. That one is out of here. A 3-run home run by Mason, and all of a sudden it's 8-7 in favor of the Potters. All this with 2 outs. Mason got an off-speed pitch and hit it out of here over the left field fence. Brings up Mason Cox, who's got a couple of hits already today. 321 feet for that one, 90 miles an hour off the bat. Fastball a strike. So with 2 outs, the Express has pushed across 4 runs, and they've made this suddenly a little bit uncomfortable at 8-7. Fastball inside. Chopper out towards second. Freethy's going to have to short hop it, underhanded to first for the out. So the Express score 4 times in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the inning. The Potters hold on to an 8-7 lead.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Potters now lead only 8-7 as Joe Brown capped off a 4-run top of the 6th with a 3-run home run to bring his team to within 1. Here is Eli Small. Swing and a miss at that first pitch from Mario Zarco out for his 3rd inning of work. Eli RBI ground out in the 1st inning, fielder's choice. Then he walked in the 3rd and a RBI double in the 4th. So he has a hit, a run scored, and 2 runs driven in here as he watches that one go outside. So an RBI single by Mason, then a 3-run home run by Joe Brown. Put 4 on the board for the Express in the top of the inning with 2 outs. And Eli leading off here in the bottom of the inning. He watches that one sail high and outside, 2-1. I don't know if I should confront Don down there or not about the whole offering to help me out and then never talking to me again for 3 days. I think by the time I talk to him about it, he'll have forgotten it totally. Line drive, first base. That is a fine catch by Mendard on the line. Stretched out and gets it in his glove hand, obviously. And it comes down on the chalk line for an excellent defensive play, and Small is robbed of a base hit, maybe two down the line. We don't have any stats, but Mendar looks to be about 6'2", 6'3" over there. So he stretched it all out and made a great catch. One out, and here's Jacob Doyle. Breaking ball misses the inside corner, so it's 1-0 on Jacob Doyle, who has RBI fielder's choice in the first, another fielder's choice in the third, and then popped out to short. Picked up RBI number 16 and takes that one down low. 2-0 on Jacob out of University of Nevada. Duo pitch misses outside. 3-0. Four-pitch walk to Jacob Doyle. He'll go down to first base with one out. That's the seventh walk given up by the Express pitcher, second by Zarco, and he'll face Cole Eaton, who struck out, popped out to second, and then dropped an RBI single in the left center field back in the fourth, so he is 1 for 3. Picked up RBI number 19 on the season out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, playing out in center field for the Potters. Check swing, did he go? I believe he did. The umpire concurs, 0-1. I think we had Liam Golden out there warming up for the Potters. Oh and 1 coming to Cole. High fly ball left field. Foster has a beat on it. Makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down. Still at first is Jacob Doyle, and here's Cade Parker, who has flied to left, hit a 2-run home run, and grounded to third. Potters with 2 home runs in this one. Express with 1. Parker now 4 home runs, 15 batted in. There goes Doyle. Pitch is check swing, and it's going to be thrown down, but he's already there before the throw almost even made, as he got a great jump off Zarco. Doyle steals his second base of the game. Scoring position for Cade Parker. Stole the base before Parker's 2-run home run back in the third, so let's hope history repeats itself. The Potters could use a little bit more cushion here against the Express. One-0 pitch is hit sharply right at. Nice play at second base by Karcher. Over to first, and he got him, I think. Yes, he did. 2 excellent defensive plays in the inning for the Express. We go to the top of the 7th. Potters on top, 8-7.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had him by the collar, said
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Moving along into the top of the 7th inning, Potters with the 1-run lead. They're going to bring on Logan Bell here in the 7th, making his 7th appearance, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts, and just 2 walks. A 3.00 ERA for Logan Bell. No wins and no losses out of Bowling Green State University. He'll face Derek Bartram, Nick Andrews, and Keisha Karsher, the second baseman who just made an excellent play to rob Cade Parker of a base hit and a run batted in that bottom of the 6th inning. Express with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, then scoreless until the 6th with 2 outs, and they put 4 up on the board. A 3-run home run by Joe Brown, the big blow in that inning. Also an RBI single for Jelani Mason after 2 were out. So Bartram, who singled, struck out, and grounded to second, will be the first hitter against Logan Bell. Bad part is all the beer specials and everything run out after 7 innings, Riley, the engineer. So people, I mean, they've been spoiled for so long tonight. I don't think the chili cheese nachos will run. I think that's probably still going, although there might be out of them. You might run out of chili or cheese or nachos. That can happen. Andrew Sloan goes out and chats with Logan Bell, making sure they're on the same page, you know, metaphysically or whatever that is, philosophically. So here's Bartram, the right fielder at the College of Marin, 1 for 3. Cleanup hitter for the AE Express. In there for a strike from Logan. Offbeat at 75. Out of Lisbon, Ohio. I think the Bells were out here earlier this summer. Inside fastball, 85 from Logan. 1 ball and 1 strike. Always a pleasure to see the players' families out here, especially if they've been following the progress on our broadcasts. 1-1 pitch, hit sharply but foul down the third base line. Lincoln Potters Baseball YouTube, Stones Broadcast Network's YouTube. Also available, Stones puts it out on X, a.k.a. Twitter. Also, I imagine it's on Facebook. Hope that lady got her Band-Aids. She did get her Band-Aids. Woman came up and said, do you have any Band-Aids in there? And I said, I don't know. And she said, I've been watching you. And I said, okay, I don't know. I'll see you later. Swing and a miss. Bartram is down on strike. Sloan's going to have to throw to first, and he does, to get the strikeout. First of the game for Logan Bell, and that will bring up Nick Andrews, the third baseman, who has walked, been hit by a pitch, and grounded to short. So Nick is 0 for 1. I think she didn't mean that in a weird way. I think she just meant she watches the games when she's not here, which is great. But she said it like, I know you have Band-Aids. That's what Riley the engineer thinks. He thinks she said it because she wants me to know that she knows I know where the Band-Aids are and I won't tell her. Popped up. Parker going out, and then Eaton's coming in, and Cole's going to call everybody off. 2 outs quickly here in the inning, but that wasn't always the recipe. That's what happened in the 6th inning. It didn't work out, so hopefully we can make it number 3 when Keisha Karsher comes to the plate. Single, a fly out, and a ground out for Keisha. 1 for 3. So she comes back with Band-Aids, and the guy comes back with chili cheese nachos. I think that's a great deal. And he didn't even get him in a regular thing. He's got him in he's got a couple of dogs, nacho. Oh, well done, sir. Good fan right there. Your favorite fan, Riley. 2 hands, 3 hot dogs. Grounder foul. As the scoreboard goes out, which is why we tell you the Friends of McBean are trying to raise money to get a new scoreboard. So they sponsor the Postgame show, so check out the Postgame show. We'll have a QR code. You can donate. You can help out. We need that scoreboard. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Karsher. Hobby's up here hanging out. Go down and make all your delicious food. What are you doing up here? I guess he has people that can do that for him now in the dirt. Yeah, he's still doing business down there, even though Hobby's up here. I don't know what he's doing. He wanted to see if I was really wearing the T-shirt I said I was going to wear. And I am. Fastball just misses. Goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes, just a little bit too low from Logan Bell. Two outs here in the 7th inning. Potter's on top 8-7. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch. Bell strikes out 2 in a very nice 7th inning. Let's stretch it out, Potter fans. Go to the bottom of the inning. We're ahead 8-7.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Potter fans stretching as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. They are on top 8-7. They scored 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. The Express 2 in the first, 1 in the second, then a big 4 in the sixth with 2 outs to close the gap, and it's 8-7. Andrew Sloan will start us off. Mario Zarco out for his 4th inning of work. He has given up 3 runs on 4 hits so far in his 3 innings, but his 3rd inning was the 6th, and he gave up just a walk. Faced just 4 batters. So he'll face Sloan, then the top of the order, which means Peyton Brennan and J.R. Freethy. Fans selling in. The Willie just told them the beer sales are done at the end of this half inning, and I think there was a mad panic as they had to go down. Yeah, they're going down to the Brick and Barrel backyard beer garden and going, I don't even know what you give me. Just give me whatever's there. Because they're kind of like crazy. They've had so many specials today. They've been conditioned. And even Riley, the engineer, thinks maybe he'll mosey on down there. Hey, you can't. You're busy here. You're doing the job. You're showing the pictures to the people. You can't go down and take advantage of the best beer specials in the world. So here's Andrew Sloan. He is doubled, walked, and grounded to second. First pitch outside from Zarco. Mario out of Hawaii Pacific University by way of Petaluma High School. Listed as an infielder on the roster, but here, shocker to the roster people, he's a pitcher as well. Outside, 2-0. Peyton Brennan to follow. Potters with a sterling top of the 7th from Logan Bell. Looks like maybe Perry Kyles is warming up in the pen. We'll double check that. High pop-up. Going to go out into right field. Moving over the center fielder Mason, and he'll make the catch in medium deep right center field for the first down. So Sloan is out on a fly out to center field, and here's Peyton Brennan, who has singled, walked, and hit a home run. So he's had a good night so far, but Potters may need more from you, Peyton. 8 for 12 on the season with a home run and now 3 runs batted in. He has scored 2 times tonight. Inside off-speed pitch from Zarco. Mario was the victim of the home run back in the 5th inning for Peyton out of UCLA, Rockland, California. Look out, that might have hit him. It did. So he's on base for the 5th time, and I don't think they were going to let him do any more damage, so he is 3 hits, a walk, and a hit by pitch, and here is J.R. Freethy, who was singled, grounded to second, grounded to third, and struck out looking. 1 for 4 for J.R., our player of the game from Tuesday night. He was 3 for 4 with 2 runs batted in and the 5-4 win over the Mudcats. Zarco's pitch sails outside, 1-0. Hudson Brown on deck. Potters would well be in their rights, I think, to try to get a couple more runs up on the board, as we saw how quickly the Express can strike back in the 6th inning. Although if you're in the park, you can't because the scoreboard's not working. That's why the Friends of McBean is what we're saying. And they are Friends of McBean. If they're trying to get a new scoreboard, they're definitely Friends of McBean. They should be like the totally Friends of McBean is what they should be. That's high. 2-0 on JR. Zarco has walked 2. He has struck out 1. That was JR back in the 5th inning. Popped out of play. 2-1. See, like I was saying, Riley the engineer, when the scoreboard isn't working, it kind of makes everything dark out here. And now it's working again. Well, it's on. And everything's like really bright and everything. It changes everything. There goes Brennan. The pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate, so Peyton's going to have to return to sender. And we'll do it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. JR out of Rockland, California, and University of Nevada. Scored his 15th run of the summer back in the 1st inning. 2-2 pitch coming up from Zarco. Outside, ball 3, 3-2. Expect Brennan to be going, even though there's only 1 out on the 3-2 pitch here. Popped up, trying to get out of play, giving chase a little bit is Mason Cox, but it is out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes on J.R. Freethy. Good lead by Brennan at first. He is going. Pitch is lifted out into short left field. Foster coming on, still coming on. He'll make the catch, and getting all the way back is Peyton Brennan to first base. So 2 outs now in the 7th inning. And it's up to Hudson Brown, who walked in the 1st, walked in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, and then doubled in the 5th. So Hudson's been on base 4 times. He's 1 for 1. Came in at 288 with a home run and 14 runs batted in, and he's got Brennan down at first base with 2 outs. There goes Brennan again. Throw to second base is not going to be in time, and Peyton's in there with a stolen base. So he adds to his resume for the night. 3 hits, a home run, 2 runs scored, a run driven in, and now a stolen base. In scoring position for Hudson Brown to pick up his 15th RBI of the campaign. A lot of room in the middle of the field. That's hit into short right center field. Coming on is Mason. Nobody's going to get there. That's going to drop in. Brown's got his 2nd hit, and the Potters have their 9th run. Hudson is 2 for 2. He's driven in 1. Brennan scores his 3rd run, and might be a big one for the Potters. And they lead at 9-7 as the scoreboard goes out again and everything goes dark. That's okay. It's Jake Tandy, and the Potters just scored, so it's all good. Jake has walked, fly to right, fly to left, and grounded to 3rd. Made that fly to center and fly to right. Tandy hits it sharply but foul down the 3rd base line past Tyler Malone in the coach's box, 0-1. Jake came in at .455, 4 home runs, now 28 batted in. He's got Brown at first base and 2 outs. Swings and misses at that off-speed pitch, and he didn't look like he didn't know what he wanted to do. He thought he was going to swing, then it came, and he went, I don't want to swing, but he swung anyway. We've all been in there. 0-2. Inside and high for a ball. 1-2. It's a sharply into left field for a base hit. So Jake has his first hit of the night. Brown will go to second as the ball comes in from Foster. Second hit of the inning for the Potters, and it brings up Eli Small. Eli, RBI fielder's choice back in the first, and he walked in the third. RBI double in the fourth, and he had a line drive down the first base line, but Ben Mendard made a fantastic diving catch on him to rob him back in the sixth inning. Got runners at first and second, one run in already for the Potters here in the seventh. Pops that one back over the screen, so it's 0-1. Eli from Elkhorn, Nebraska, University of Kentucky. Out in left field for the Potters in this one. That's high for a ball. Chopper out towards second base. Carter is going to flip to second for the force, and that's the end of the inning. Potters score one time in the seventh. We go to the eighth. They lead 9-7.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the eighth inning, Potters lead at 9-7. Perry Kiles is our new pitcher. His 5th appearance, 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs allowed, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, no wins or no losses. Perry has been very impressive for the Potters so far, obviously from those numbers. Out of Tomball, Texas, and Southern University, he'll face Ben Mendard, Tyler Nordyke, and Dorian Foster, 7, 8, and 9 for the Express. As Andrew Sloan guns it down, a nice throw to second base. Remember that one in the muscle memory, Andrew. And here is Ben Mendard, the first baseman. He has grounded into a double play, grounded to short, and grounded to short again. So he's grounded to short 3 times in a row. He's also made a tremendous defensive play at first base, but he is 0 for 3 in the batting side. First time, obviously, facing against Perry Kiles. He had 2 at-bats against Martinez and 1 against Volker. So here we go. Perry Kiles in, the 4th pitcher. Martinez went 5, Volker went 1, Logan Bell went 1, struck out 2 in a perfect 7th inning. And now Perry Kiles. Outside. 1-0. Barry's going to tell Andrew Sloan, hey, let's talk that over again. We had a little chat, but it didn't really work out for me, so let's do it again. Make sure we're on the same page here. We're in a 2-run ball game in the 8th inning, so we got to make sure we are simpatico, you know. So the beer specials are over, Riley the engineer, but I believe the chili cheese nachos are still there for $5 if you want to go check it out. I give you permission to go out there. I don't even know where to go. I was, like I said, when Willie said it, I was so excited I didn't even hear what he said. But I'm assuming it's right down the third baseline where there's a lot of goodies, as we've talked about earlier. 1 ball and no strikes here on Mendard, starting off the top of the 8th inning. That's outside again, 2-0. Mendard out of College of Marin. Go for 3 so far tonight. Ball 3 quickly on him. 3 balls and no strikes. 2 outside, then 1 high and inside. Tyler Nordyke on deck. He is 1 for 3 tonight. Ball 4. Not particularly close with any of those. 3rd walk issued by Kyles this season, and here is Tyler Nordyke, who grounded to 3rd, struck out, and then singled back in the 6th and scored a run in that 4-run uprising for the Express. Tyler at shortstop today, out of Windsor High School and Santa Rosa Junior College. Potter's pen is busy. Express pen also looks like someone is getting ready to warm up out there. Zarco has gone 4 innings. John McGowan, the right-hander, wearing number 1 for the Express out of Walt Whitman High School, which I think was room 222's high school, but a little before John's time. That's in the dirt, so that's a ball, 1-0. Five balls in a row means Willie has to call for the cowbells. And here come the Potter fans, who were sitting there just still stunned by all the beer specials they had for the first 7 innings and wondering where it all went. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes on Nordyke. Checks down with his third base coach, who just has the arms folded, which means I don't want to talk to you or you know what to do. One of the two. I think maybe the latter in this case. That is inside, 3-0. Just missing. 3 balls and no strikes. It's like Nolan Thebe, who got a save on Tuesday, loosening up. Big right-hander from William Jessup. That one's down the middle. So he cracks the code. 3 balls and 1 strike. Mendard at first base. He got a walk to start the 8th. It's a 3-ball, 1 strike count on Tyler Nordyke. The throw goes over to first. Mendard not off very far. That's ball 4. So a couple walks open up the top of the 8th inning. And with 2 on and nobody out, Dorian Foster, who has been a problem for Potter's pitchers tonight, he tripled in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, and walked in the 6th. He scored twice, 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Number 9 hitter out of the College of Marin. Andrew Sloan working on some equipment issues. The umpires, experts on everything, trying to tell him what he should do. So we're all ready to go here with Foster, left-handed hitter. Jake Tandy moves in a little bit at third base in case he has ideas about dropping something down before the top of the order comes up. Fastball misses high. I want to know. Sloan's going to go out and talk to Perry Kyles. There's a lot of conversations, a lot of meetings here for the Potters here in the top of the 8th. They're going to bring everybody in and talk about what to do in case he does square around and what everybody's responsibility is. Umpires are going to come out and they're going to check. We've got two umpires descend. Both umpires are descending on the conversation. It's obviously, Andrew Sloan is still working on equipment. And here comes Tyler's coming out to talk. See, maybe there's an injury or blister or something like that with Perry Kyles. So as they go out there to talk about it. Yeah, Emma's out there as well. We're going to step away a minute, Riley, the engineer, here, while the Potters talk about this on the pitcher's mound. We're in the top of the 8th, and the Potters lead it by 2 as Emma's walking off with Andrew Sloan, the catcher. So we'll be back right after this.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Back in the top of the 8th inning, Andrew Sloan with an injury problem, the catcher for the Potters, so he has left the game. Eli Small is moving from left field behind the plate. Will Lindbergh's going to go out and take left field. He'll bat in Sloan's spot, the number 9 in the order. We hope Andrew is okay. As soon as we can get some word, we will pass it along. Emma was out there looking into it, and they decided to take Andrew out of the game. And so the changes are made. Perry's thrown a couple of pitches to Eli Small to get him ready. We are in a situation we have a 1-ball, no-strike count on Dorian Foster. And Mendard and Nordyke both on base via the base on balls. They are at first and second. And Foster steps in with Small now behind the plate. Foster 2 for 2 with a walk. Right down the middle for a strike. 87 from Perry Kyles. 1 ball, 1 strike on Foster. That one is inside, 2-1. Checking back at second base, the 2-1 pitch. In there, call strike 2. Right at 87 again for Perry Kyles. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the 8th. And a couple of express runners on at first and second. Chopper foul. 2-2, Nolan Thebe warming up. Or he was warming up. I think that's still Nolan out there. Throwing for the Potters. He got the save on Tuesday against the Mudcats in a very tight 5-4 win for the Potters. Put them at 6-1 in league play. Then the Mudcats turned the tables around and won last night. So they are 6-2 are the Lincoln Potters. Little looper into short right center field. Doyle coming over. Doyle's going to make the catch on the run. Excellent job, Jacob Doyle, covering a lot of territory. Right behind him was Cole Eaton, but Doyle got there first and made the catch. So Foster is finally retired on a fly ball to short right center field. And here's Jelani Mason, who's walked, grounded out again, and then singled. He has a couple of runs batted in. He has a couple of runs scored from the leadoff spot out of Sonoma State University. Jelani out in center field. Up here now with 2 on, but now 1 out. And the left-hand hitting center fielder against the right-hander Kyles. Swing and a miss. 0-1 on Mason. He's followed by Joe Brown, who had a 3-run home run his last time up over the left field fence, which was unfortunate for Potter fans, but Express fans enjoyed it. 0-1 on Mason. Kyle's trying the about face, but getting back to second, Mendard, and there's really nobody there to throw it to unless Perry wants to run him down himself. Inside for a ball. 1-1. Now we got Fat Cat coming in, giving away, $3 hot dogs or something? This is like Bargain Thursday. The most bargainous day in history. High for a ball. 2-1. At half price on 3 different beers. We got $5 chili cheese nachos. We now have $3 Fat Cat. Fantastic bargains, fantastic deals. It's crazy. Breaking ball outside, 3-1. 1 pitch away from loading the bases up for the guy who hit a 3-run home run last time. Potter fans still vocally showing their support for Perry Kyles and for the Potters. And the cowbells are a-ringing. Chop foul, so he gets back into it at 3 balls and 2 strikes, often referred to as a full count. Usually signified by 2 fists up in the air back in the old days, but now they hold up 3 fingers and 2 fingers. Old days was just like, no, full count, bro. We've gone as far as we can go, I have no more fingers. Swing and a miss. Kyles throws it right by him at 88. Perry reached back for a little extra right there and got the strikeout. 2 outs, and Joe Brown is the hitter. He grounded to third, he struck out, he flied to left. It seemed harmless enough, and then a 3-run home run back in the 6th, which tightened the games up considerably at the time. And the Potters now lead at 9-7. So Brown steps in. Joe out of Petaluma High School and Santa Rosa Junior College. Mendard at second, Nordyke at first. In there for a strike. Something off that, a little movement on it, 80 miles an hour from Perry Kyles. Potter fans are really getting into it. They're already yelling at the umpire, and he hasn't done anything yet. He just called a strike. He said, "Come on, Blue." Perry doing the about face again. Again, took a little bit of wind out of the sails if there's nobody there to receive the throw. Maybe just a precautionary measure. 0-1 coming up to Brown. Outside, slider. Small got that before it got back to the backstop. Keeps the force on. 1 ball and 1 strike on Brown. Mason Cox to follow. He has a pair of hits tonight. That's outside again, 2-1. That one is dropped in there for a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes on Brown. 2 outs here in the 8th, 2 on for the Express, and they trail by 2. Hit out to right field. Doyle's going to have to chase that one over by the line. It is a fair ball. It's in for a hit. 1 run will score, and moving to third is Nordyke. So Menard's running with 2 outs as Brown drops it right down the right field line. Perfect position. Gets himself an RBI, his 4th of the night. First hit of the inning for the Express, but they got a run. They're now within 1, and here's Mason Cox, who has singled twice. Grounded to short and grounded to second. Drove in a run back in the first inning. Throw over to first base, and Brown is back in. Swinging a foul. That ball not fouled. Just got away, and Small's on it quickly, though. Not enough time for Nordyke to try to score. So it's 0-1 on Cox. Now we've got a pinch runner coming on. That is Clay DeMars is going to go out and run for Brown. So Clay DeMars comes in. He is at first base now running for Joe Brown. Fastball in there for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now on Mason Cox. Casa Grande High School, Santa Rosa Junior College for Mason. Breaking ball, call, strike 3. So Express scores once in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Potter still on top by 1, 9-8. Bottom of the 8th inning, Mario Zarco back out on the mound. This will be his 5th inning of work for the AE Express, and he's just down by 1. It's a 9-8 ball game. It'll be Jacob Doyle, Cole Eaton, and Cade Parker, the first 3 hitters for the Potters in the bottom of the 8th inning. Potters scored 3 times in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and then 1 big one in the 7th, and they lead at 9-8. Doyle is into a couple of fielder's choices, popped to short and walked. He does have an RBI. He does have a run scored. He'll be followed by Eaton and Parker. It would be nice to get a run or two. I think Nolan Thebe had been warming up. We have some other people tossing it around now, but Nolan had been warming up, and he did get the save on Tuesday, so maybe he'll go for 2 in 3 days, but we'll see. But meanwhile, the Potters would like to put in a little more space between the two, make it a little more comfortable for Nolan or whoever comes in. Doyle hitting .357 coming in. Jacob 0 for 3. As we said, scored a run, driven in a run. So right-hander Doyle against Mario Zarco from Hawaii Pacific University. Drops that one. I thought he dropped it in, but it misses for a ball. A little too low there. 1 ball and no strikes. That's foul back to the screen, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Jake Doyle. Out of Sparks, Nevada, University of Nevada, Reno. DHing tonight. Peyton Brennan in his usual spot, in Jake's usual spot out in right field. They could probably give Jake credit for a couple of Peyton's catches out there. My bad, PB. Swing and a miss, high fastball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. Zarco gets the strikeout. Just his 2nd in 4 1/3 innings. It'll bring up Cole Eaton, who struck out in the 1st inning, popped out in the 3rd, then an RBI single in the 4th, and applied to left in the 6th. Cole out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. He takes a strike from Zarco. 0-1 on Cole. Potters fans a little on edge here. Would like to see a run or 2 out of the hometown team before we go to the 9th inning. Cole swings and misses. So Zarco's pulling the string, 67 and then 67 on those last 2 pitches. And Cole's going to walk out and think about both of them, I think, for a while, but right now he needs to worry about the 3rd one. Fly ball center field. Giving chase is Mason. Out in deep right center, reaches up and he's got it for the 2nd out of the inning. So Eden hit it hard, but not far enough. 2 outs quickly here in the 8th, and they'll bring up Cade Parker. He's flied to left. He's hit a 2-run home run. He's grounded to 3rd, and he's grounded to 2nd on a tremendous play by Kircher to rob him back in the 6th inning. So he is 1 for 4 is Cade Parker. In there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1. 1-1. Tremendous heckle right there. Oh, no, that was high and outside on the call strike. Just factual. Just telling it like it is, just like he sees it. A little, maybe not the best angle, but so what? 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1 on Cade. If he gets on, then it'll be Will Lindbergh, who came on when Andrew Sloan had to leave in the top of the inning. 2-1. Cade takes inside, 3-1. Three and two. Cade took a couple of steps, and usually you take a couple of steps, then you come back, but he kept going. Like if he kept going, he was going to cause the ump to change his mind. But the ump stands fast. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Ball is misplayed at behind the plate by Cox, but he has it and throws it to first for the out. So 1-2-3 for Zarco in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Potters lead it by 1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of the 9th inning, Nolan Thebe coming on, making his 8th appearance. 11 2/3 innings, 10 hits and 4 runs, 13 strikeouts, 6 walks. He has a save. That was on Tuesday against the Solano Mudcats. Swing and a miss by Bartram to start off the top of the 9th. Derek is 1 for 4, a single and 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Nolan Thebe out of Wilsonville, Oregon, and William Jessup University. That was at 89, his first pitch to Bartram. Second pitch is outside. So it's 1-1. Bartram followed by Nick Andrews and then Keisho Kirscher. 4, 5, and 6 for the Express here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. The heckler's on fire today. Yelled out swing, and it got him. Off-speed pitch combined with that guy yelling swing. And how can you concentrate if you're the batter? Perfectly timed swing. 1-2. That's small-town baseball right there. 1-2 from Thebes. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes at 90 miles an hour. 1 out. Nick Andrews will be at the plate. Nick has walked, been hit by a pitch, grounded out and flied out, so he is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Thebe working from the stretch. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1. Oh and 1. Now the Hey Batter chant. That's hit line drive to left field. Coming in is Lindbergh. He reaches up and he has it. So quickly 2 outs here in the 9th, but that's when the Express is most dangerous, when you get 2 outs on him. And Keisho Kirscher is going to be the hitter. He's got a hit in 4 trips and an RBI, so we 1 for 4. Actually, we got a pinch hitter. It's Wyatt Davis hitting. So Wyatt Davis is hitting for Keisho, left-handed hitter out of Petaluma High in the College of Marin. So Thebe's first pitch, swing and a miss, saw a speed pitch. 0-1. And I have to give part of the save to this guy that's yelling swing all the time, if the Potters are able to get this one, because he's invaluable. What a resource over here. He kept it in wraps till the 9th inning and then just pulls it all out of there. Swing and a miss, 0-2. This is when the old last strike guy would have come out. I miss that guy, the spirit of the last strike guy. Oh, man. Remember the old days, Riley, when the last strike guy would appear from the side and get the crowd going? Let's see if this guy can do it, the heckle man. I call him the heckler. Harry the heckler is doing a great job down there. 0-2 on the pinch hitter, Wyatt Davis. Oh-2 pitch from Thebe. He fouls it off into the screen or into the netting. And now we have to get all that energy up and going again. Looks like Mateo Mendoza is on deck to bat for Mendard if Davis can reach base. Number 22, Mateo Mendoza, out of St. Mary's High School. But right now it's all about Wyatt Davis, 0-2. Potters trying to shut it down for win number 22 of the season. Popped up out of play, so give Davis some credit. He's withstanding Harry the heckler and Nolan Thebe. And he's still alive at 0-2. 2 outs here in the 9th. Potters 9, Express 8. Oh-2 pitch once again. Inside and low, 1-2. Potters have a left-hander warming up in the bullpen, just in case it becomes necessary. I think maybe Gerald Hansen, I don't know, I can't really tell. We'll check that out, but right now attention is diverted because we're watching Nolan Thebe against Wyatt Davis. And let's go, Potters, chances starring. We needed the last strike guy to focus all this attention because we're going up in different ways, but the energy is there on a crowd that's had too many specials tonight, I think is the thing. 1-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Thebe with 2 strikeouts, and the Potters win this one. Final score, Potters 9, the Express 8. Join us on the postgame show with our player of the game, Mr. Peyton Brennan. We'll talk to Peyton from the field in just a couple of minutes. Again, final score, Potters win it 9-8. We'll be back right after this on the Stones Broadcast Network.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1-on-4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it, and she sets it over for Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kidder. That's Robert Freeman, and Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Funny, but I wanted to ask you about that because I remember you doing that show, and you kind of.
Go ahead.
You want to. That's our new show.
Really nice.
Yeah, Beneath One Fern is what we call the show.
Between a flower.
Yes. Well, we're working on workshopping the title.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you may not see that $10 my friend. That woman does not like to fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So
That's right.
I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
so
of all,
I got to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Welcome into the Potters postgame, brought to you by Friends of McBean. Let's welcome tonight's Old Town Pizza player of the game, Peyton Brennan. Peyton,
hey, how's it going?
It's going great. Congratulations. First of all, as a returning Potter, welcome back. Congratulations. Great game. I love a no-doubt home run. Well done, my friend. Hey, you've been really hot. You come back. You're like 8 for 12 right off the bat. How long has it been since you played? How long a break did you take, or have you been playing since the season ended?
It's been a month and a half, but I got a good little vacation, got to get away, and then now it's back to baseball.
So it looks like you're walking in there after a month and a half. You look like you feel pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I feel pretty good right now. Just got to keep it going.
Now, that no doubt, again, the no doubt home run really impressed me. I love those. Now, is that no doubt for you, too, and how does that feel?
It felt good. It was like the first ball I really barreled in the season, so just got to build off that and keep going.
So a big win tonight after you guys lost one last night. You get the big win tonight. How big is it, Peyton, before you go on a kind of a big road trip? You go up to Humboldt for the weekend. How big is it to get a win here tonight?
Yeah, it's our first big road trip, so it's good to get a big win and roll into the road.
Finally, you are a returning Potter legend, so what made Peyton Brennan want to come back and do it again this year?
Being at home, being with local guys, it's a fun atmosphere. I know what I get here, so I wanted to come back home.
Peyton, it's great to watch you play. Congratulations on a great game tonight. 3 for 3. You scored a couple runs. You drove in one. You hit the home run. Congratulations and best success going forward.
Thank you. Good talking to you.
You bet. That's Peyton Brennan, our player of the game. We'll be right back on the Potters postgame.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today, or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Welcome back to Potter's Postgame, brought to you by Friends of McBean. Riley, the engineer, let's put that code up for people so they can sit there. We had some scoreboard issues today. Everybody knows we need a new scoreboard. The Friends of McBean trying to raise it up for us, and you can scan the code and you can donate, find out more information. And congratulations again to our Old Town Pizza player of the game, Peyton Brennan, who has been sensational since he's joined the club. 8 for 12. 3 for 3 tonight. He drove in a run. He scored 3, hit a home run. So Peyton Brennan was our player of the game. Hudson Brown, 2 for 2. He was on base all 5 times. Anthony Martinez got his 4th win. And Nolan Thebe, let's shout him out, his 2nd save in the last 3 nights. Potters pick up a win 9-8, and now they go out on the road. They take on Humboldt Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So those are big Pacific Empire League games. And they come back here Tuesday again. Next week's scheduled Tuesday, the Chico Nuts are in town for a 6:35 start. Then on Thursday, the 4th of July, that is probably sold out. That'll be against the West Coast Kings. California Tigers are in for a weekend series on the 5th, 6th, and 7th. There's fireworks on the 6th. You want to check those games out again. Go to LincolnPotters.com for all your tickets and information. Finally, once again from McBean Stadium, it is a win for the Potters tonight. They take it 9-8, improving their record to 22-4 on the season. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Riley the engineer, for Willie Preston, for Jason and Carson the interns, and everybody else who helped out, we say thank you very much. We'll talk to you next time.